Cool cats and kittens. You are listening to the Camp on Fire show on slackradio.org. I am Reverend Ness of Rubik's Cube, and to the right of me is Chef Shafard.
Hello, how are you doing?
To the right of him is Fidchuli.
I turned right to Fidchuli.
How are we doing, boys?
I'm okay. How about you, Fid?
Shitty. I missed the Rubik's Cube tour.
I know, but that's okay because we're going to recap everything that happened to us this past over a week of back-to-back-to-back shows down the East Coast with the Big Sig.
Yes, and then back up the East Coast.
And back up the East Coast. We went down and up, down the Happy Trail.
Yes, we did.
Tour.
We did. We had many adventures that we can't wait to share with you. We're so excited.
It was the Happy Trail of Tears.
The Atlantic coast.
Yes.
I did think I saw Fid Chuli by a dumpster at one point, but it wasn't Fid. It was his brother.
You know, anywhere that there's a dumpster, there is a piece of me.
There's a piece of you somewhere.
Some of your babies, your unborn children.
Yeah, he did look like a little Fid.
The failed clones of me.
He was covered. Yeah, he was covered in
society.
Haunting dumpsters.
He was covered in
everywhere.
mac and cheese, puke, and piss.
Yep. Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to get all the way there. We're going to get all the way to the mac and cheese and the piss of this episode. Yeah, we got a bunch of treats for you. I think tonight we're going to be doing a taste test, too, over the air. We have one of the things that we did on this tour that I've never done on any other tour before was crush buzzballs.
Yes.
And I have 2 buzzballs in the studio with me live tonight that I am going to crush. I have chili mango and I have lime-a-rita, but we're going to get there. I'm going to make you work for it.
Yeah.
And you're going to listen to all this other crap we have to say before that.
Nice.
How is your not tour, Fid?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I guarded the Pube HQ like you told me to, but I still haven't got the Zelle payment. Yeah, I meant to talk to you about that.
I feel like you forgot to feed the cat.
You have to feed cats?
Yeah, you do.
How do you do that?
Well,
like
there's a bag
milk?
of food. Well, maybe. I mean, if that's what you're into. I mean, it depends on what she's into. You know, official Pube HQ Ruby, the Pube.
To be fair,
kitty.
I didn't know that they actually had to be fed, but I tried to breastfeed it anyway.
Okay, that explains a lot. I woke up with a cat impaled on my nipple, and I thought something was up.
It was impaled on your nipple? Was your nipple like 12 feet thick?
It was. The teeth were just in the nipple.
Oh, I thought you meant your nipple got really long and hard and impaled the middle of the cat.
No, I didn't impale the cat.
Like Cannibal Holocaust.
No, my nipple was impaled by the kitty teeth.
No, I see.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So yeah, Fid not a good cat trainer.
Yeah, not
cat feeder.
Not great.
We've learned.
Not great. So anybody out there, don't hire Fid Chuli to take care of your cat. The HQ though, not covered in piss.
No, yeah. Surprisingly, yep. Round of
I cleaned
applause.
it all up. I did like one of those cat in the hat things right before you get the cat in the hat's cousin, the piss cat in the hat, came over with Thang 1 and Thang 2. And we got that piss all up out of there right before you stepped in the door.
Nice. Thingaling 1 and Thingaling 2.
You did great.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate that. We needed that. Yeah, so that was tour.
That was tour for Fid. That was Fid's not tour. So I don't even know where to really begin on this tour. It was me and to the right, Shafard, and we had Felix obviously drumming with us on this tour, which this was our first time touring with Felix, and he a road dog, so there was no problems there. We knew what we were doing in that regard. We had Dr. Cosmac piloting his the Pube ship, and we had Natalie join us, and she was certified merch girl. Now she's a merch woman. I do believe she is made to do merch. So if there's any bands out there for your merchandise needs, you know who to call, and that is Nat Bobat.
The merch woman.
Anarchy.
The merch woman.
Anarchy.
Oh,
Yeah,
so she got her
anarchy.
merch period, and now she's a merch woman now.
Yeah, a
Yep.
bunch of T-shirts just flung out.
But yeah, we
is that blood? No, it's hot sauce.
we had such a great time, and it was such just a cast of characters, and we didn't have any serious. Nobody crashed out. Nobody got pissed at each other, and I think everyone was in a mood where if one of us was, getting the road ickies, that the rest of us could just pull them out of it really quick. We had great times. Drank enough for a Rubik's Cube army, I'll tell you that much.
Yes, yeah.
Those
buzzballs were crushed at like 1 in the afternoon in the parking lot of a gas station.
Yeah, they didn't count as our evening drinking. They counted as the gas station stop drinking.
We weren't driving, so we didn't.
Right, and normally it's just me, Rob, and the drummer normally on tour, so I'm manning the ship, and we're sleep deprived, we're angry, but we were sitting pretty.
Yes.
We were sitting we had Cosmac and Rob in the front of the van as the dads, and then the Muppet babies in the back. It was me, Felix, and Natalie, and we would just kind of sit back there, and we were like, me, pee, 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 hee. And then we'd all do a gross open mouth nap, and then we'd wake up, and we're like, hee, 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 time to drink.
And then we'd stop for Uncrustables.
Yeah, and we get a snacky time. It was good. Everyone was well maintained.
Yeah.
We ate like kings.
We really did.
Which never happens on tour.
I know. The number of sit-down restaurant dinners. It was.
We stopped at south of the border.
Burp.
And had. Yeah, and that's all I need to say about that. And we stopped at Buc-ee's. We stopped and saw the Mothman. We had so many side quests besides
Stuckey's.
Yep, Stuckey's.
We did eat at Stuckey's.
We had a booger. But we had tons of shows. We started in Chesapeake, Virginia. We started on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
It was Tuesday
night.
House.
Yeah, and it was a great crowd. And I'll be uploading that YouTube video soon. I did upload some of the stuff on the PubeTube, so you can see that there. We played at, I uploaded our Shuggies show, which was a Charleston date. And I uploaded the Melon Barn, which was in Greer, which we returned to. Before that, we were at the Cave in Chapel Hill, and we were at the Tin Roof in Charleston. So we did the 2 Charleston dates. Then we went to Greer. Then we went back up to Asheville, and we played at Fleetwood's, the Rock and Roll Chapel, which was a great time.
That was fun.
And we were supposed to play in Huntington, West Virginia, but we were supposed to hit this crazy snow-nado, and there was just a ton of elements that were not working in our favor. So we ended up taking the night off that night, and we hopped to Pittsburgh for St. Patrick's Day, and that was the last show that we played for that tour. And we stayed with our lovely friends Andrew the Impaled, and we played with Slippy the Clown, so it was nice to see them again. We saw a whole bunch of friends and family, and so Natalie saw some of her friends, I saw some of my family. It was great. We just had the full experience. Yeah. More than just a lot of tours that I've gone on in the past, because I've been doing this for plenty of years. It's just gas station bathrooms, and then the venue, and then the van,
and then somebody's floor,
and then somebody's floor, and the gas station bathroom. And so we actually, it was like a great
we
vacation.
had a hotel room every night except for the last night when we stayed with friends.
Yeah, we got to swim.
I'm spoiled.
Yeah, I actually got home and had back problems again, so now I know. I was like looking up like, what kind of mattresses do hotels use? Just gonna get a Holiday Inn mattress or something. And I also realized that we took the big cigarette with us this time on tour, which those of you who haven't seen the Big Sig, you can see it on our Instagram, on our Facebook, Rubik's Cube PA. Natalie, for X Day last year, had made this giant cigarette, and I had stuck my LDR into where the cherry would be. So it's a light reactive circuit board, and you're able to plug that in and plug that into a DI box or the sound system of the venue. And when you hold light to it, like you were going to light the cigarette, it makes all these crazy frequencies. And, I was chiefing on the cig for every show. And I finally get home, and my phone memories decide to remind me of a picture of Fid Chuli butt fucking the cigarette and just balls deep, 12 feet thick into this cigarette. So now I realize that I indirectly had Fid's balls all over my face all tour every time I chiefed on that big sig, which was a nice homecoming treat.
That explains the bumps.
Don't bogart my balls.
We're going to be bogarting some buzzballs soon.
Yeah, I'm going to be bogarting some antibiotics. Thank you.
So everything went fine. Cosmac didn't push anybody out of a electric scooter in a Walmart parking lot.
No, oddly enough.
I went on tour with him.
I think we figured out the secret is that Cosmac doesn't do that when you're not around. That's what the secret is.
Maybe for the future, though, Fid, you should tell me how to properly execute Cosmac pushing somebody on the ground in the Walmart parking lot, so I can do it next time.
I feel like we could have figured that out on our own. There's like an indicator. There was like a temperature gauge, maybe. Fid, I'm sure you're familiar with this. Do you want to enlighten us?
Yes, my children. I will instruct you in the arts of pissing off Cosmac. In this particular instance, we were on tour filming Time for the Show, the movie, Time for the Movie. And we went to a Walmart in Mississippi. I decided it would be a good idea, even though we were running late, to hop into one of the electric scooters at the entrance of the enormous Walmart Supercenter, thus already adding about 15 minutes to our stop. Then he parked way in the back. I was obviously the last to leave, and I drove the scooter all the way to the back of the parking lot where he was parked and rammed it into the front of his van, and his the vehicle insignia on the front of his grill popped off, and he jumped out of that van like a guy on a SWAT team, and he just ran over to me, still sitting in the electric scooter, and pushed me right off of it. And this woman who's like 50 feet away just sees him, just looks up, and just sees him jump out of his van and push a guy out of a electric scooter.
A handicapped guy.
Yeah,
I can see how you can be.
She knows.
I mean, yeah. And you do look like a handicapped guy, so.
Exactly. Yeah. So she called the police. She started yelling at him, and a bunch of other people saw it too. Like, hey, what the fuck do you think you're doing? And he's like, no, he's just being an asshole. And they're like, no, now he's an asshole too? He's handicapped and you're calling him an asshole? So they called the police, and we fucking booked it out of there. And he was furious at me for like the next 3 days, and we still had to shoot. So that was awkward.
He was probably happy.
Time to be funny.
He was probably happy when you broke your leg then later on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what? I think he probably gave Fox like $100 bill, and he's like, fuck up his legs when we had to
he's like, make it look real, make it look real.
Yeah. Dude, we're in the middle of the Grand Canyon. There's no witnesses except the camera, and nobody's gonna watch this movie anyway. So there's no witnesses.
It's like, sweep the leg.
Which is those of you listening at home too. Time for the Movie also features a lot of Rubik's Cube music. If you haven't seen it, this scene where Fid does actually break his leg, this fight scene on the Grand Canyon, is taking place to our song Subgenius Siamese Twins, which was one of the best uses for any of my songs I've ever seen in my life. So highly recommend watching that shit. If you haven't seen that one, and if you haven't seen the Rubik's Cube movie, you got to catch up on the lore, dude. You're slipping. Yeah, you got to do your homework before you listen to the Camp on Fire show.
Yeah, seriously, because we're gonna make a number of references to these things, and you're gonna be like, "What are these?"
You got to be on the
about?
inn. Yeah, if you're listening right now, you're in the inn, but like you got to be inside the inn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
real deep.
Yeah, 12 feet thick.
12 feet thick, balls deep.
All right, well,
yeah, so no, we managed not to piss him off too badly.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you know, it's just, we did tell Felix to shut the fuck up once.
Rightfully.
I want a little.
I feel like
it was warranted.
I feel like it was a collective Shut the fuck
It
up.
was.
Was that the first night? Shut the fuck up.
It was pretty early on.
Because I remember that he did get mad, and I was really, really drunk, and he was just.
No, this was after that. We were in the car, and I think there was traffic.
Yeah. I remember that.
And Felix was
No, we did
mocking him.
kind of. We were all just so fucked up the first night. We were like, all right, we're gonna have an itinerary. We're gonna like take it easy in the beginning, first night, right out the gate. We just went swinging, and then
we were like kids at the arcade.
Yeah, we
man.
got the scolding, and I did the. I just ran into the hotel room, cowered back into my hole. But after that, like he said about you, Fid, that you just got to get it all out of the way in the beginning.
Yeah.
You got to set the bar for annoying super duper high. So you just got to get it all out there, and then the rest of it.
Yeah, and then just ease
blow
off.
your load. Yep.
Ease off, and it's always you're gonna have less. Yeah, your load has been blown,
and you can't compare any annoyance to the first night.
Exactly. We start off at our peak and just slowly until the last night we were just
Last night we were
barreled.
I turned around. I walked into Andrew the Impaled's kitchen, and I was going to talk to Natalie. I was like, "Is Rob in here?" And she points at him, and he's curled up in the corner of his kitchen with half a Ritz cracker. And he just gets up and he starts dancing like the Ritz quacker, the Ritz quacker, like the Ritz cracker is like twirling him, so he's holding it like he's got a hand, and the cracker's like twirling him around like a ballerina. It was
beautiful.
It was beautiful. There was a lot of moments. We posted, like I said, we posted some of our stuff on our Instagram. We posted a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram.
But there's some stuff you're just never going to see. You just have to imagine it.
Yeah, and that's why you listen to the Camp on Fire show, because you can live vicariously through our shenanigans.
And I am adding Reverend Witz Quacka to my list of unclaimed genius names.
Witz Quacker. MD.
See what I do every time I come up with that'd be, I play the Is It a Subgenius game. Every time I come up with a good one, I immediately order the membership packet in that name, so I own it. You know what I mean? That way, so some other asshole comes around 3 years later, and he tries to register as Reverend Witz Quacka, and he gets the denial letter back. Like, what is the meaning of this? And it turns out, yeah, that name's taken. And then they get turned my way, and I sell it for an extra $1 more than I paid for it. So I'm making money on this deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's smart. It's subgenius business in real time.
That's right.
I realized, notes. Speaking of Is It a Subgenius, we had our new, shorter, more autistic version of Is It a Band? Now when somebody says a band name, we just say they're playing, and it means that they are added to the lineup of Nazi Calamari Fest.
Yeah. So they're playing.
Yeah, so
which keeps getting bigger.
It's just huge.
The lineup is gigantic.
It's like 250 bands at this point, at least. I wish we were writing them all down. There were some good ones.
I had 2 today. I had what was it? Snow Outlaw and Italian Tattoo Fiasco. And those are the only 2 I remembered out of 600 that have been said so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, all tour was just they're playing, which is another great thing about touring with a bunch of fucking idiot autists. You come up with so many vocal, how you say, stems or whatever the kids are calling it. It's just over and over. It's the same so inside joke tick stem thing, and it'll just be they're playing, turn right, and then it's just it's so many inside jokes fester on the inside of a touring band's van.
Yeah,
and I don't think, and I mean all the bands I've been in, that's been the case. I think bands can relate to that.
There's definitely a universal thing that happens there. But yeah, the turn right thing is Cosmac's GPS. Has an Indian woman's accent, Sharit, and when she's like, turn it right, it just has such a calming effect on me.
Rob was in love with her. Rob fell in love with her, and then at the last day, Cosmac let Rob drive the van, and Rob was like a pig in shit that Sharit was talking to him. She was like, turn right onto my pussy, Robert.
I'm like, yes, mommy.
Cosmac let Rob drive, and he just kept making right turns over and over again.
I was just going around a parking lot or a block for like, an hour. And he's like, all right, now I'm going to drive.
Just let him have a little treat.
Yeah. See, because he's a nice guy. When you don't, run a handicapped.
He's such a nice guy, but that's what's so jarring about his road rage. Seeing one of the nicest people ever get such devious road rage. You get to really learn about a man.
Yeah. It's the road takes it out of you. It brings out a certain characteristic of your personality, that's very specific to driving.
We got to know each other at warp speed.
Yes, we did, and it was.
Yeah, you think
speed.
Cosmac is like this super chill guy, and then you get in the van with him, and he blasts Italian tattoo fiasco. It's like, wow, this guy's got rage inside of him.
He's got that dog in him.
We did.
I'm actually a big fan of Italian Tattoo Fiasco. They're a super group.
No, I hate ska. I hate ska.
They're a super group. They don't do ska. It's the drummer from Korn and Billy Joel.
Super duo.
It's a duet. Yeah.
That's incredible, honestly.
Good shit.
I want to listen to their early shit.
Oh yeah, before they sold out.
Before Slash joined the band.
Rob's recurring stage name was James Unkfield. And you can see that on our YouTube and our Instagram. There's a video someone took at the Melon Barn, and I'm like, James Unkfield on the bass.
Yeah, and I was thinking that since we didn't discuss it, we should play some of those on the show for our musical breaks. We should play some of the live performances from tour.
Yeah, we can absolutely do that, right, Fid? We could play YouTube videos.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll send
Or
those.
you could
to
just send me the. Oh, it's just a YouTube video. That's the only recording you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we did record like multi-track one of the shows, but Cosmac's still
the
working
YouTube
through
videos
that.
are up, so we can throw
fuck
those.
that. Yeah, that's good enough. That's all. They're listening for free.
Yeah.
The sound's not bad. The sound's not bad, honestly.
So yeah, we'll play
recordings behind that paywall.
We will actually. Let's go into that break right now. I'll play the James Unkfield clip, which was Rat in the Red Bull, live at the Melon Barn, which actually yesterday was Rat in the Red Bull's 4-year anniversary. So it's perfectly perfect, and praise Bob because that's good timing. So if you're listening to this right now on Slack Radio, this is Rat in a Red Bull live at the Melon Barn in Greer, South Carolina, featuring James Unkfield.
Woo!
James Unkfield on bass. Phyllis Wheatfield on drums. I feel like a rat in a Red Bull. A rat in a Red Bull. I feel like a goddamn rat in a Red Bull. Well, the Lord is coming again. There's one other over and promise a million things I wanted to do, but the one who really can be. Rat in a Red Bull. I feel like a rat in a Red Bull. A rat in a Red Bull. I feel like a goddamn rat in a Red Bull. Ah! Oh, I'm ready. I was born ready. I hope you are ready, cats and kittens, because this is the Camp on Fire show, and you just listened to James Unkfield on the bass at the Melon Barn.
Yeah! Woohoo!
And we got a bunch of cool stuff planned. So I was on my way over here to do the Camp on Fire show tonight, and I was craving a Modelo Chelada, which, if you don't know, that's that weird cursed clam juice tomato Chelada Modelo. And I was really craving it. And I got there, and I look at the rack, and I look, and there's Bud Light, and there's Modelo, and there's High Life, and I get to the rack, and it's empty. And I made the guy go in the back. I was like, please, you have the Chelada. I'm craving it. I was scratching at my neck.
I need the Chelada.
Yeah, and they didn't have it. So I turned around, and I saw these 2 buzzballs looking me straight into my eyeballs. And we're going to try them in honor of Tor, because the legend lives on of slamming buzzballs and putting Fid's balls to my face.
Yeah.
We have over here, we're trying live on the air, Limerita and chili mango.
Ooh.
So we're going to be
All right,
sampling
so I gotta
these.
ask.
these
I gotta
buzzballs.
ask for the setup of it. I don't know what these things are. Is it like caffeinated gas station booze?
I don't
No,
even
it's
think
not
they're caffeinated.
It's not caffeinated.
No, they're
You're not
just
allowed to put caffeine and alcohol anymore ever since the OG Four Loko. Though I am drinking a new generation Four Loko right now. But I've made sure not to drink any for the past couple minutes to clear my palate, to make sure that I can truly enjoy this buzzball
This
moment.
is true. So we're starting with the chili mango, because I feel like this one's going to be the grosser one.
And we're drinking them from our McDonald's 1984 Olympic glasses, which are most likely filled with cancer.
So we're just topping it off with some more cancer.
There we go.
Bottoms
Cheers.
up. And here we go, chili
go.
mango. So I gotta really slap it around the taste buds. This is good radio.
Whoa.
So it's got that initially it's got that like pukey mango flavor that most mango things have. Like artificial mango, I feel like just tastes like vomit.
Accurate.
And then it follows up with the bile burn of puking, and that's the chili. So it tastes like the sensation you get when you throw up alcohol, pretty much.
Pretty much.
If you threw up a
very
mango,
accurate. That's what that's like. Yeah.
do you have
If
anything?
you had some kind of citrusy drink and then you throw up later, this is what that tastes like. So you're drinking, pineapple and vodka or whatever, pineapple tequila.
You know what?
And you throw it up later. That's kind of what it tastes
Felix
like.
threw up a bunch of tequila sunrise in front of my house a couple months ago, and he kept saying, "It's all I taste. It's all I taste." And you know what? I think this was all he tasted.
This was probably
I think
it.
this is the sensation. So, and on the Ajita level, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5
Absolutely.
on the Ajita scale.
I'm gonna be miserable on the couch tonight, just crying to myself.
Yeah, Rob was dogging Tums the whole tour. He was dosing himself crazy with
We're
Tums.
eating gas station food. I mean, we had some good meals, but there's also lots of gas station oddities.
This is definitely a Tums ball.
Yeah.
So you have no experience with buzzballs, Fid?
They don't have them down there in Florida.
I don't know. Maybe they do.
You wouldn't know.
Rob's
But
going
I-
in for seconds.
Like catching a buzz, and I love balls.
You
So-
do.
Yeah.
I think the most popular one. All right, so when we were on the road, I was getting the like chocolate like martini ones or whatever, or like chocolate coffee, and those were good. And then we came across a really cursed one in where were we? Charleston?
No,
I
we were
think, where we had the eggnog
between
ones.
North Carolina and South Carolina.
Yeah.
We were on the road to
Yeah,
Charleston.
and we found eggnog
buzz
buzzballs
in March.
in March, and they had a nice coating of dust, so you know that
Yes.
they've been sitting.
So we all got one of those.
And those were actually not that bad. They weren't that bad.
pounded them in the parking lot
Mm-hmm.
at the gas station.
Yep.
Very talkative cashier, very friendly.
Yeah. So
There's more of that left. So you can just
yeah, maybe I'll hit it in a minute. So the chili mango, I don't know, man. As far as buzzballs go, like if eggnog was at like 10, This one's probably at like a 4.
Yeah, 4 is actually where I was saying.
This one
exactly.
definitely tastes vomity.
Which one is that again?
This is chili mango.
Chili mango.
And I'm like a bitch for like savory drinks. Like I love Bloody Marys.
It's just
I love spicy margaritas.
It's just like a little ball, and this one's yellow with red writing. And it's just like part of a ball. It's not completely a ball. The top is flat and the bottom's flat, but so it's more of like a cylinder with like fat ends.
This should be a drink of Super Sphere, being part of the Super Sphere Fid.
It's 15% alcohol. And a little 6.5 fluid ounce. Yeah, and you buy these at the gas station.
You're right. I need to do a crossover promotion with Buzzballs, the Super Sphere themed Buzzball.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great for both of us. Yeah.
It could taste like the bottom of your foot.
Which one?
Your right foot.
There's a different. Okay.
Yeah,
That's the one I would have picked too. You're a man after my own taste.
I know.
The one attached to the more broken leg.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I pick. There's still more of this left, man.
I know. Well, I'll go back to it.
All right.
I think it's time that we try the
new one.
limerita. So I love tequila, unfortunately, which is why most people hate seeing me at the bar. And I love margaritas. I love me a margarita. This one's limerita, so I would assume that it is.
Now, it's an important distinction to remember that none of these are actual like liquor. There's no tequila.
It's like grain
in this.
alcohol,
It's
right?
just
sugar.
malt. It's malt liquor.
Malt liquor.
It's all malt liquor. Just like.
Wait, we got to cleanse our palates first with our secondary.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should I get a bag of coffee?
Oh yeah.
You should probably eat a Wits Quacka.
Yeah, no, my
He's
wit,
playing.
my Wits Quacka is a Bud Light Lime, and his Wits Quacka is a Grape Fall Loco.
Sour grape.
Little palate cleanse. All right,
Tasty.
going in with the limerita. This one's like a nuclear green buzzball, but the liquid's coming out like phlegm.
Oh, it looks like lemon juice.
Yeah, it does have like a little bit of a cloudy.
Like phlegmy, lemon juicy. All right.
All right. Down the hole.
Down the hole. Oh, that's way more palatable. It doesn't taste like puke.
It doesn't taste like puke. It does taste lemony though.
It does. It tastes kind of like sugar and lemon juice.
Which it says lime, but I feel like it's more lemony than lime.
Yeah, it's weird. It's citrusy, at least.
Yeah, I would say on the agita scale, it's like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Where would you place it 1 to 10 on the buzzball meter, though?
6.5.
Damn.
6.5.
All right, I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
I'll be nice and give it a 6.
Yeah, that's generous.
So
compared to the chili mango, it's definitely a 6.
well, yeah, that's why we had to start with the chili mango. It's the same rule of annoyance.
Yeah.
You got to start with the annoying flavor first.
Absolutely, and then
it makes your limerita tolerable.
Uphill or downhill, depending on your perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. Not bad.
This is This Week in Buzzballs. God, please don't make this a regular bit.
There's a lot of flavors of Buzzballs, and there's just and the gas station that sells them is just down the street. They got those mega balls. Have you seen the mega balls, the giant Buzzballs?
Yes, I have. It's just like a fish bowl.
It's so ridiculous.
Dude, we should get one of those for a party. Big ones.
They get crazy straws.
Yo, I would love to fall over with an open Buzzball and just like have it dump everywhere. I'm gonna just like stage me falling down, and I'm gonna fall down with a big Buzzball. You're gonna be like, that wasn't even real.
We'll put that on the TikTok.
I just wanted to. I think it would look silly, like a cartoon.
Yeah, Pratfalls by Ness Marciano.
Damn, code 44 in me here on the Camp on Fire show.
Bleep that. bleep
every
that.
time you drop the Italian 44 on me.
Just bleep that.
I'm good.
What the fuck? That didn't even make any noise.
Soundboard Mike, come on. Our soundboard is broken.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. It's not.
It just had like a pumpkin.
Um. Anyway, so what is the grossest drink that you've ever had from a gas station, Fid? Or from like a place, I guess.
Just grossest drink period.
Yeah, grossest drink
And
period.
does not include bodily fluid.
All right, let me come up with a new answer.
Even though your piss has an alcohol content of 90.
New buzzball flavor incoming. Fidge piss.
Just
yeah, that's going to be the Super Sphere one.
Some Mick Ultra.
If you asked Dr. Fox, he'd probably give you the same answer because he and I stopped at a gas station and they had the Bud Light lime, Bud Light.
With Quacko.
With Quacko, Bud Light.
the Bud Light like Chalupa Limerita something, and it just came in a styrofoam cup like a ramen cup noodles type of thing, and it had the powder too, just like a ramen packet.
No way. So what do? Put water in it?
You open it up and you you dump the powder in, and yeah, I think it was.
Is this in Florida?
Remember.
Of course, it
had booze. I've only seen it this one time, and we bought it because we were like, "What the fuck is that?" And we were recording a show that night, so we're like, "Hey, let's drink these on the show."
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
And
oh no, continue. I have something to say after this, but go ahead.
I don't remember how it worked. It was something that came with a bunch of beer and a seasoning packet and a styrofoam cup. And you're supposed to mix it up, which once you stir it, like you're already flattening the drink, like all the carbonation is going away. Yeah, and the powder doesn't mix, and so you got powder sitting. Yeah, it was pretty ruthless.
That sounds horrible. That I think that might be worse than a buzzball. I think that is worse than a buzzball. My question is, what was the drink? Okay, so I don't even know. This had to be like 5 years ago. When we came to Hypercube version, whatever one that exploded, and you interviewed us, and we had those Yoo-hoo drinks. What was that cursed drink that we drank during the time for the show, Rubik's Cube first interview ever? Do you remember that?
This is bad radio because I'm going to tell you to ask Fox because I don't remember.
It was Yoo-hoo. It's something. I feel like it was probably whiskey or something.
Yoo-hoo
but what
whiskey,
cursed liquid was
something?
that?
Yeah, it had some weird cursed third ingredient. I do remember that. That one was.
Dan loved those.
Dan just drank the Yoo-hoos. He's like, I'll just take the Yoo-hoo. And then we were stuck with the whiskey, whatever the fucks.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a Scottish car bomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I got a better answer for the grossest drink I've ever drank. When I was growing up, my mom forced milk, and I hated milk. And milk already.
I also hate milk. I hate milk.
That explains why you break all your bones. But go ahead.
And she's Italian too, so dinner would be a bunch of like ziti with pounds of cheese in it, and then for some reason I needed to drink a tall glass of milk after that, or else my nutrition wasn't complete.
No wonder you hate food.
Disgusting. Yeah, exactly. But here's the problem: she would put ice cubes in the milk, and I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but when you put and don't ask me why. If you put ice cubes in milk, they turn green. And they just look like giant floating fucking boogers in the milk, which
that's that Tampa tap water. That is not a normal thing. That's some.
Nope.
Or not.
This is Maryland.
This is
Which is
also, you know what it is?
Pretty scary place.
You know when you look at the back of a mirror and there's that slightly green tint and you wonder why it's green because the glass is clear? There's something with the light. Like the ice cubes are clear, but once you put them in the milk, they turn this greenish tint. And to me, the milk was already disgusting enough. And now I got these giant floating fucking boogers in my milk. And it was traumatic.
No, that sounds horrible. And now I understand. I mean, I also hate milk. I hate drinking milk. I love cheese, but I do not like milk. And I could see why somebody would not like food or milk like yourself after that experience.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Watery horse cum.
Well, you're used to that.
Horse boogers.
Gross. Yeah.
So
Tacos are just horse booger sandwiches, and milk is just watered down horse cum.
so we have a little bit of each buzzball, and I think the final round should be both of them together.
God, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
wanna do this with me?
suicide.
Yes, let's do it.
Suicide
Wait,
balls.
so you still have some of yours?
Yeah,
Just
so
throwing
I'll
off-
give you a little bit.
Just throwing off the ratio here. Okay.
All right, they're mixing up the balls.
Yeah, you got to narrate even though you can't see us. You just got to imagine what we're doing.
All right, Ness is being very aggressive with the mix, dumping them both in at the same time. Rob is being a little bit more discriminate, dumping a little bit of one, then a little bit of the other. It's taking him a long time. Ness is giving him a dirty look. She's tapping the watch on her wrist with the tip of her finger and staring him down, but he's waving her off, still mixing slowly and intentionally.
All
right.
Listen to the sound of it swirl together.
So right now it's taking most of the color of the initial
It
chili
is, it
mango.
is.
And it's like this orangey,
it looks like
peachy.
stomach bile.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
All right, here we go. Final boss. It's gross, but not as bad as I thought it would
No,
be.
it's not. It definitely takes the edge off the chili mango. It's still, oh my god, the aftertaste is gross. The aftertaste is bad.
You know when toads,
Ugh.
you know when toads have that thing that inflates on their neck? That's what Rob just did.
Oh my god, give me that 4 logo. Just cleanse that palate. That was bad.
Yeah, so I would say that is probably the worst thing. It doesn't count as a buzzball, but
It's
That-
the worst thing I've tasted all week. Yeah.
it's not good. I do not encourage mixing your buzzballs at home, kids.
Yeah, no. Don't do that. At least not these two. Oh my god.
I gotta chase it with a Bud Light Lime, which
Bud Light Lime.
I haven't drank one of these since I was on tour with my old band, Feller, New Jersey. Shout out them boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bud Light Lime, and we just got a whole concoction of weird shit going on
Yeah, my
tonight.
stomach's like gonna revolt in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Man, this is particularly entertaining to me. You might be over there like, oh, Fid's not even here. He's not participating. This must be pretty boring to him. And I will tell you why it is not. Because I have recently stumbled upon a genre of YouTube videos where people who are of the developmentally disabled persuasion have YouTube channels where they chug apple juice and stuff.
Oh, I saw
And-
that. You put it on the Discord.
Yeah, so there's a lot of those channels out there, and I've been watching a lot of them because they're great. And now you two,
We're leveling it up, which literally the same thing going on over here.
Literally.
yeah, I always knew it about you guys.
Yeah.
I had my suspicions, but now I know.
And if you wanted to join the Rubik's Cube Discord, where we have all sorts of slug and drink fun, yeah, you can join the Rubik's Cube Discord, the Camp on Fire Discord, and you can tell us what flavor of buzzball you would like us to drink next.
Or you can email us.
Or you can email us if you're too scared to join the Discord, because it is a pretty scary place.
It is. It's very scary.
You can email us at Rubik's Cube PA, Rubik's with an X, Pube like the hair, PA, because we're from over here.
Ooh.
Christmas City, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Get in on that Discord. Get some of the best Discord surveys you're gonna find anywhere.
Yeah,
on the
Fit
internet.
does post some good ones. He does post some good surveys.
Yes, he does. Informative.
'Cause he cares about the people.
Thought-provoking.
Yeah, enriching. All right, are we doing another one from the tour?
Yeah, let's do another song. Do we want to do the
Let's do
Cats Doing Crack?
Yeah, let's do the one I uploaded to our YouTube, which again, go to the YouTube. It's one of my favorite places is the Pube Tube. It's got such an array of
That's
weird
Rubik's Cube, PA.
weird stuff. Yeah, it's Rubik's Cube PA. But I just uploaded this one. It's from Shuggies in Charleston, South Carolina, which was I hate to say it. We had a great time at all of our shows, but I think that one took the cake. That was the rowdiest, most awesome show that we played.
Yeah.
The whole tour, I think, and I'm biased. I saw my brother, so I like to get that family time.
And all the
in
homies
me.
that we've
And
met
all the
over the
homies,
years
yeah,
down in
Diabetes,
Charleston.
Earwig Deluxe. We played with the Sword Fighters, who was new to us, but they were great. They had pool noodles, and you were just sword fighting the whole time. It was a danger to be in that mosh pit.
It was.
And I went in there, and I went right out. I said, I'm not gonna get my fifth concussion.
You got thrown into the merch table.
Yeah, it was pretty
immediately.
intense, but that was a great show. So this is from that show at Shuggies, and we played our last song, "Cats Doing Crack," which was the newest version that we've been playing live, and they were so generous to ask for an encore, and we hit them with a Devo cover.
Yeah.
We hit them with a Devo cover, and I'm sure you will know that one. So you're listening to the Camp on Fire show. This is going to be our live performance at Shuggies.
Slack Radio.
Friday the 13th.
.shop. Slack Radio. .shop. .shop.
Wits Quacker.
Please quackle.
This next one's about my kitty cat doing illegal substances. This is our last song. We're Rubik's Cube PA on Instagram and social media. Rubik's with an X, Cube like the hair, PA because we are from there. So much. It's been a great night. Charleston, we'll see you soon. One more song! I heard we have time to do one more. We're gonna do. You want to do that one? All right, we're gonna do a cover. That's it in the end now. Win a chance to buy me a beer. If you got the time, we got the beer, Miller beer.
All right, all you wits quackers. We're listening to the Camp on Fire show on slackradio.shop. And we are
Question mark?
Yeah, you got to include the question mark when you look it up. Yeah, so we're gonna go into some pube news because I was just let in by one of my informants of the pube committee that there's some breaking news going on, and I think it's pretty relevant to the pubiverse.
All right, let me play the sound.
Sharks have tested positive for cocaine in the Bahamas. So researchers analyzed blood samples from 85 sharks near Urethra Island, with nearly a third of them testing positive for substances including caffeine, acetaminophen, and cocaine. Researchers say the substances could have impacts on the animals' health and even the local economy.
Wow. Why the local economy? Does it say?
Sharks are high rollers.
Oh, that's true. They do spend a lot.
Yeah. So they might be really dropping it. They might be like,
because they're buying so much more cocaine now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
exactly,
mean,
they're hooked.
So the local economy might, that's kind of, the local economy could include, cocaine trafficking.
Yeah. So I think that's a danger to us because
they're spending all their money on
and
cocaine.
the sharks might buy all of our drugs.
Yeah, exactly. Those are our drugs.
How close Pennsylvania is to the Bahamas.
Yeah, very close. It's like right down the street. I could see it from my house.
This just in. That's Rubik's Cube news. Soundboard Mike, take it away. Speaking of Urethra Island, I think it's about time. You guys have been waiting all week, all 2 weeks, all 3 weeks to hear about our this week's in piss.
Ooh.
So we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give you our weeks in piss, and I'm not gonna go first.
No, I'm gonna go first. That's fine.
Take it away.
If you're all right with that, Fid.
Oh, please be my piss guest.
All right. So I think I think this qualifies, and since we make our own rules here, I'm going to say it qualifies. Tour was amazing. We ate well. We were in Greer, South Carolina. We were looking for food, and we I forget exactly where we were going to go. We were going to go to a sushi place, I think, and they were closed temporarily in the middle of the day. And we're like, all right, let's see what else we can find. And then we walked into this nice little quaint, empty Mexican restaurant, and we sat down, and they brought us a bunch of chips and queso and salsa, and they were hospitable. The prices were very reasonable. The food was phenomenal. I had the seafood quesadilla with some rice and beans. We ate our weight in chips and dips. And for the remainder of the tour, I would say probably until like the last 2 days. So, I was pissing out of my ass. Let's just put it that way.
That's a good way to put it.
I was afraid that I might have to like take a pit stop at like the emergency room. Like the pain in my
Damn, it was like that.
my ass ring was it was
your
bad,
ass
dude.
ring.
Dude, it was bad.
Is
I was
that different than your asshole?
Yeah, it's the same thing. But I was like in the toilet. I was shitting. I was wiping, and then like it burned so bad. I was either going to take a shower or I did what I did instead, which is grab some paper towels, wet them, and put some soap on it, and washed my ass in the executive bathroom, which, by the way, is the non-hotel. So when you're in a hotel, you have your bathroom in your room, and then downstairs, typically near where the desk is, there's another bathroom, and we deemed that the executive bathroom, presidential bathroom. And I would go down to the executive bathroom, shit my brains out, piss out my ass, and then clean myself, ass shower with paper towels, soap, water, to try to just pull back the horrible stinging of my ass. The fiery hell shit that came out of me. And then I had to sit in a van for like 5 hours. So it was my Vietnam.
You know what? I do. If you're staying in a hotel with friends, I do highly recommend the executive shit, because I'm a dainty little princess, but when I wake up in the morning, that is like pop, 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 like and
backfiring car in the toilet.
It really is, and it's not even like diarrhea; it's just farts.
It's just farts.
It's just farts. And like, I don't need to wake anyone up, especially like the nights that we had. So there's the cuck chair that you get in every hotel room, right? And one night we kept upgrading cuck chairs in each hotel. And then we got a cuck office. And it was an entire office room.
That was the Embassy Suites.
Yes.
In Asheville, North Carolina.
And Cosmac got to sleep, instead of the van, he got to sleep in the cuck office. So I was so scared to wake up Cosmac, because he's on a tight schedule of driving, so I can't just get up and be like, pop, pop, pop. Like, so when you have the executive bathroom, a lot of people don't realize that is something that comes inclusive with your hotel room, is the lobby bathroom. Yeah. For you to take those private shits away from your friends. If you ever got to pee out of your ass.
As a courtesy, as a basic human courtesy. I mean, come on. You don't want to be in the hotel room just fireworks exploding from the anus. And it echoes, because those rooms are, especially that one. That was a big bathroom. That was high ceilings.
High ceilings, yeah, high ceilings, low toilet bowl.
Yes.
So that combination of the two is just asking for.
We should record our next album in that bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. The acoustics were amazing.
I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna go next because I feel like my weekend piss does not pertain to touring, but I think it's something that people should recognize about me as a person. And this, I'm gonna get pretty deep here. All right. So, are you looking at soundboard? Mike's looking for the deep. Oh, great. So, those of you who don't know, when I'm not on the road with Rubik's Cube, when I'm not rocking my own socks off, I teach martial arts. I used to teach Taekwondo. I teach American Kempo now, and all day I'm barefoot, which is great because you don't have to find a good pair of work shoes. I realize.
Nice.
But I am around a bunch of, I teach all ages. I teach little kids. I teach it's ages 2 to 6. I teach 7 to 13. I teach adults, teenagers, adult black belts, whatever. And when you're around that many feet, it really exposes you to a different type of nasty. And I hate feet. No offense to our fans that are foot fetishists out here, to each their own, but I hate feet. I hate feet so much. And I realize that nobody else has this problem probably except for me and maybe other people that teach martial arts. And this is a little trick I heard from my family relatives because they were all locked up in prison. But if you ever fear that you might have athlete's foot, the greatest thing you can do, and it's homeopathic, you piss on your feet. So every time when I come home from work and I take a shower after work and I'm in the shower and I clean myself off, I piss on my feet. And you know what? There's two types of people in the world. There's people who piss in the shower and people who lie. Okay? So I realized, the other day I came home from work and I just, I got home, I got undressed, I showered, I scrubbed my body off and I washed, my feet and legs with soap and stuff. And then I pissed on my feet. And I was sitting there pissing on my foot and I was like, man, this is so routine to me and nobody else. So you know what? Next time you go to meet me at a show and you want to shake hands, I might just make you shake my piss foot.
Add Pissfoot to the
they're
Nazi
playing.
Fest. They're playing.
Yeah. Pissfoot's playing.
Nazi Calamari Fest. Bruce Willis is doing Door that night.
It's all he can do.
That's all he can do.
He just marks your hand and then marks it again and then marks it again. Marks it again. All right, Fid, you're up to bat.
We know you got one.
Well, if anybody has one, it's Uncle Fid.
Uncle Fid. Fidunculus. He's been holding it.
He was waiting with his dick in his hand the whole time I was talking.
Oh, I know. I thought I was going to go second, and then I think I just took like a year off of my prostate. But
as we learned from Dr. Fox's unaired missing this week in piss, you shouldn't hold your piss. And you should make sure you piss all the way.
that was a good PSA.
It was, and you guys out there in the radio world just got to imagine how good that was. The touching moment. It was so touching.
It touched me. Apparently also power pissing is bad for you.
Show on the Big Sig where it touched you.
In the butt. Yeah, I heard power pissing is bad for you too, which like when you push it out, and like I do that shit all the time, especially like when we're playing shows. Like, especially like between sets, like I'll run to the bathroom and squat, and then I'm like, and then I go back. Like, and I heard that that's bad. I think it's mostly bad for guys, but yeah, don't hold your piss, don't power piss. Like, there's so many rules that the piss world has made for us, and I say nay.
Nay.
I say nay. I say go piss, girl.
I used to power piss, but that was when I was growing up, and because I had sisters, and then they would bring their hot friends over, and so then when I like had to go piss, I would try to piss extra hard, so they'd be like, "Wow, listen to his flow, listen to his mighty flow. He must have a 12-foot thick penis that is also a dick." And yeah, it never worked. I never got any from doing my power pissing, but I'd like to think there were some
That's
girls
so
who were
surprising.
just too shy.
That's so surprising that didn't work.
It probably worked a little bit, but they were too shy. They were too intimidated. They were like, "Wow, he's just gonna wreck me."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I should have like.
And
gonna
these
should've
are,
went full throttle.
I'm assuming these were older girls.
No,
Oh,
but I was. Look, this was. Yeah, like my sister, they were like high school age, and I was 37. So
yeah, you're on a
no
list.
big deal.
Wait, do you actually have a sister?
I have a bunch of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Female Fid, they're playing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's surprising. I bet their dicks are bigger than yours.
Ooh.
But they're not thicker.
It's hard to be
12
thicker
feet.
than Fid, surely.
Chode mode.
feet.
Bow. He's going chode mode.
So, where in Italy does the Chuli family come from?
They come from I was trying to make a Starbucks joke, but I can't remember what they call their drinks. I don't go there.
I don't know. I don't go
Oh,
there
the
either.
the Chino. I was gonna go for fuck that. Here's my this week in piss. All right. Rob said
You're doing great, buddy. Wait.
Rob had to put a disclaimer before his this week in piss because he thought he was only gonna have the only butthole related piss story this week. But
Yeah,
my
bite my
this week
style?
in piss.
All right.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Rob's butthole adjacent.
Who wore it better? Butthole piss story.
Well, I did something that I haven't done since I was maybe, 25 or so. I did this week. I normally, because I drink so much, I piss out of my ass too, just like Rob when he's on tour, except every day I'm on tour in my life. Okay? So I drink a lot. And then I end up just farting water, like carbonated yoo-hoo out of my asshole. And that's what I call shitting. That's my lame excuse for taking a dump. Okay? But Dr. Fox came over this weekend and I partied pretty hard. He's in recovery, so I had to party for both of us. So
I bet he loved watching you get fucked up.
And then so the next day I felt so shitty that I did not drink at all. And then the day after that, lo and behold, a solid loaf. Oh, what does my beautiful brown eye see? But a solid loaf in the bowl before me. And then I had to piss. And I'm like, I want to do something I haven't done in about 20 years. I am going to attempt to cut this turd in half with my mighty stream, with my piss laser. And I did it. I successfully cut the turd in half.
Wow!
And it brought me back.
Congratulations.
So were you
Yeah, I know.
sitting?
It's been a
This
long
man has.
Wait, I have a question. Were you sitting still when you peed, or did you stand
No.
up and turn around?
No, I mean, I can't imagine he was.
No, you stand around, you stand up, you turn around, and you face your enemy. When you attempt to cut your turd in half with your piss laser stream, you face your enemy and you look it in its eyes and you say,
It's brown.
Yeah.
It's brown eyes, big brown eyes.
you stare that turd in the eye and you say, "This is for Pearl
You
Harbor."
you look at that brown-eyed girl and you say, "Not today, Pearl Harbor Day."
That's right. Never forget. And then you cut that turd in half with your piss and you pretend it's a Japanese airplane. Oh, dude, I felt so great after I did. It's literally been probably since I was 25 or so. You know,
that you had a solid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's ridiculous or something.
Badonkulous.
I need to start eating more Wits Quackers.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is a good binder.
it's a great bindle.
Oh my god.
You know who else wasn't at tour? Peas. Yeah, fuck Peas. He's looking at me right now in that giant stamp sitting on my wall. Fuck Peas.
I was like, where? And then I turned left, and I saw Peas just standing, and he's got the pursed lips. You know, when you pass someone on the street and you nod at him, and you're like, hmm? He's doing that. He's doing that little face.
I'm gonna put that in the Discord. Here we go. That's what's looking at me right now. If you're listening at home and go back a week in the Camp on Fire chat, you'll see the picture of Peas just looking at me. I think he's taking a break from pissing people off on the internet by having very questionable and conflicting Facebook posts about everything that's happening in the world.
Did we just go from This Week in Piss to This Week in Peas?
We did. We did. Peas, man. I love you, brother. Wherever you are.
Get a room.
He's occupied now. We started doing Time for the Show again.
Oh, yeah?
We got the band back together, y'all.
Yeah, so he can't, belittle himself by coming on our little show. Not like the big time, like the Beatles of Subgenius podcast that is Time for the Show.
He's Ringo because Ringo is the handsomest.
I was going to say Ringo is my favorite Peas. You beat me to it.
Yeah, it's probably the buzzballs.
Yeah,
he is the
it's slowing
Ringo
me down.
of the Subgenius.
I think
Subgenius Ringo is playing.
Every Subgenius is a Subgenius Ringo. I think
I
also
some are Yoko Ono's actually.
True. Yeah, you're in the Church of the Subgenius. You're either a Ringo or a Yoko.
I think I know a couple of Yokos. We will not name names.
Yeah, says the one who's drinking a 4 Yoko.
Yo, this sour grape 4 Yoko is dope.
Yeah, give us a little summary on that drink since we're just reviewing shit now.
Oh, it tastes like
Ew, get the frog out of your throat first. Damn.
It tastes like oh my god. If you put if you added a bunch of Sprite to Robitussin. That's what it tastes like, but it fucks you up bad. Gets
so
me
it's
wrong.
scissor for white people?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Scissorp.
Like a G6, Rob.
Like a G6 up in this bitch.
I want to take this moment to tell everyone what shows we have coming up in April. Because even though we toured and we were going, normally, if I was in a different headspace, I'd be like, oh, I need a break. But no, we are coming out swinging even more. This is the season of 10 bees. You got to bring your birds and your bees out this April because we have 5 shows, which we haven't played 5 shows in a month in a long time. Besides touring, we haven't done 5 local-ish shows. So I'm going to tell you, the beautiful listeners, the cats and kittens out there, about the shows we're playing in April. So grab your pen, grab your paper while I drag this Loco Yoko Ono. April 11th, we're playing at the Sherman Showcase, which is the smaller venue next to the Sherman Theater in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. We're playing with some cool punk bands there. We're returning on the 17th to the Elephant Talk Indie Music Festival, which is featured in our movie, Rubik's Cube Must Be Stopped.
In Atlantic City, New
Jersey. And that's where Rob was nominated Best Bass Player.
That's the Tennessee Beer Hall.
Yeah, it is.
City.
Yep. And the day after that, so we're doing 2 in a row, which is unlike us as of late. After that, we're doing the Ice House, which we haven't been at in a while in Bethlehem.
For the punk rock flea market.
Yeah, you could get some cool patches and some studs for your Wits Quackers. You could get some Wits Quackers for your vest. And we're returning to the Fun House, which is our normal Bleeding Grounds in Bethlehem. That's on the 24th of April. And then on the 30th, we're tackling a new venue in Philly for us, the Silk City Diner, which I heard was super duper epic. I've passed it a couple times. It looks like it's not much, but it looks like I think if I'm not mistaken, it's that like trailerish looking tin thing, and then you go in the back and there's a whole venue and there's all sorts of stuff. So
nice, with our friends Gore for their album release party, and our Septic Bath will be joining us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an epic round. That's on a Thursday.
That's on a Thursday, but
which is not normally we don't normally do weekday shows anymore. But for our friends Gorf, we would do this.
We would do this. So if you want to catch us and you miss us after tour, that's the other great thing about touring. You know, you get burned out about playing the same. At least for me, you get burned out about playing the same spots all the time in Bethlehem. You see the same people and stuff, but going around and seeing how our music with a CK makes an impact on all these mutants around the United States. And then when you come home, you have a new appreciation for what you do. And we have new music. You know, I realized I print out this list of all of our songs before we go on tour. And we got about a little bit short of 80 songs. We got 70-something songs to choose from when we make a set list of 10. And a lot of the time we do play the newest stuff. We do play the stuff that we like because, you know, when we're touring, we want to play the hits. We want to play stuff that encapsulates.
That's the third one. That's it.
Encapsulates our sound. But we have a bunch of other stuff coming up. So I think our plan, which I haven't really exposed to the public, but since you're listening to the Camp on Fire show, this is your little in to the Pubiverse. We are going to not stray from the path of Bob, because we never do truly stray from the path of Bob, but we are going to stray a little bit away from the preachings of Bob Dobbs, and we're going to play maybe some of the deeper cuts, maybe some of the stuff we haven't played in a while this April. And we're going to give you a little bit of a taste of some different stuff that may not be Bob adjacent, but it might be some stuff that put us where we are today.
I like that. That's a great idea.
And then at the end of May, we're coming back to one of our favorite festivals to play in the whole wide world with one of our favorite bands to play with. Beer and Pretzels is going to be playing with us at Pine Ridge Music Festival at the end of May. In Albrightsville, yep. It's from the 22nd.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, 22nd.
Technically 21st through 24th. We're going to be playing on the 22nd at midnight. So technically it's the 23rd at midnight, but we might start 15 minutes early. There's some wiggle room.
We're the only band playing 2 nights in a row, technically.
Because we're going to play overnight.
But that's when we are going to have our Bob religious revival. And we are going to preach, and we are going to just give it to you full frontal slack. So put on those slacks, put on those diapers, get ready to piss in the name of Bob.
Put on your slacks for slack.
Maybe cut your turd in half.
Cut your turd in half with your piss laser beam.
Save the other half for, the rest of the weekend, because it's going to be a long weekend of partying. So you want to do that first turd. You want to do the first half of the turd like the first 2 nights.
Yeah, because by Saturday the porta potties are going to be gross.
Yeah.
They will eventually empty them, but there's definitely going to be a period, at least once or twice during the weekend, where the idea of shitting or pissing in that porta potty is going to be scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So bring your own loaf.
Bring your own diapers.
Bring your own diapers.
Bring your own little eco-friendly composting toilet.
And if you'd like to camp out at the Pube HQ, man, you just show me the certificate of Camp on Fire listener. If you say this secret, if you come up to me at Pine Ridge and you say, hey, I listened to the Camp on Fire show and I was told to turn right, you will be able to camp at the Pube HQ with us as part of the Pubeplex.
And if you want to go to Pine Ridge, there's a link on our Instagram for the tickets that you can buy that get credited to us. And the more tickets that we sell under that link, the more money we get and the more Rubik's Pube and Camp on Fire shows we can do, because we buy food with that, which keeps us alive.
Yup. You heard it here.
So that's, hit that link, buy tickets for Pine Ridge.
That's on our Instagram, I think.
Come get some slack.
I think it's on our Facebook.
Come get some slack with us in the woods. It's always a great time. We've been doing it since the day one, and now we have our own little camp.
Yeah, we got
next
our
to
own
the DIY stage in the woods.
And I'm not going to spoil anything, but we do some pretty great workshops. Last year, I might do it again. We do our baby making workshop where
which is not what you think it is. It does not involve.
It's exactly what you think it is. It's
not an orgy. It's
our great friend.
It's more akin to like a Frankenstein's laboratory.
Our great friend Shelby Schleb, she helps us with that, and we get a bunch of baby dolls and baby parts, and we make our own babies that are truly our own baby. And if you bring them to the Pube Show at this festival that night during the set, I will baptize your baby for you in real time.
Your little mutant of joy.
Your little mutant will become a full-blown mutant, and it would have the mark of the Rubik's Pube.
Which is only a recipe for success.
Yes. So do that. You should come see us and come talk to us, because I know Rob looks super scary on stage, and he might be all, the 3, 5, 4, 6 is a 4 Loco. I smell a 4 Loco. But you know what? He's just he looked at me really scary, so I stopped. But he's just a ham. We're all just hams, and we have a lot of nice words to say to you. So don't be afraid ever to see us at a show and talk to us. Even if I start looking into the distance and getting real sentimental and stoic. Yeah, I've heard I've been very stoic.
You are stoic.
So, as stoic as I may look, come talk to us.
Yeah, because, what else are we going to do with our
Come
lives?
hang out with us, because a big part, I've noticed this also touring, the people you meet is one of the most important things. The people that, listen to you and can only dream of meeting you in real life, and then they meet you and you fart and carbonated yoo-hoo comes out of your ass.
Yes, while you're talking to them.
Yes, that's all we are. We're just carbonated yoo-hoo boys.
You clench and you
Clench
I'll be
and
right
forget.
back. Okay, bye.
Yep. And except Fid, you can't. I don't know if you're going to be able to meet Fid this Pine Ridge, but maybe if you believe strong enough and you close your eyes, you too might be able to meet Fid Chuli.
Yoo-hoo has met Fid Chuli in the carbonated form ever since I was 25. Just to clarify. Hey, we can fill the rest of the time slot until 9:30 for the Slack radio.shop listeners with a bunch of more tour music if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this one we're going to close off with is Subgenius Siamese Twins, played at the Riff House, which was the first night of our tour.
Yeah.
And that is the one that I mentioned earlier on the Time for the Movie, with the fight scene on the Grand Canyon where Fid broke his leg. And maybe if you close your eyes, you can just imagine Fid breaking his leg
the whole time
into your heart,
into your soul. Slack Radio.
This is the Camp on Fire show. Thank you guys for listening. It's been real, and we'll see you on the next one.
Radio.shop.
Shop?
Shop?
We got two more. This one is about my feline friend doing some illegal substances.